The following is a presentation of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Student-led, student-centered, student-serving.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Today, it's the official first varsity boys baseball look that you're going to have of the season. Granted, they've already played 2 games, but this is the first look that y'all are going to have on the broadcast. First week that they played, it actually worked out in their favor. Peak-to-Peak Pumas was the first game that they played, and they beat them 7-5. Last game that they played, not as fortunate. It was a nail-biter, though, against Mountain Range, but they lost 11-10. It was an extremely close game, though, heading into those double-digit categories. So high-scoring game. And this game against the Thompson Valley Eagles, no different. Thompson Valley sitting at 1-1 at the beginning of the season. They lost to Meade. It was a beater last week, 1-14. Rough game. Hopeful that they're going to obviously bounce back. Still very early in the season. Lots of time to sort of bounce back from the second game of the season. As we welcome into the booth, Mason Shafronic. Mason, how are you doing?
Oh, man, it's great to be out here. First baseball of the year, I'm ready to go.
Exactly. As first pitch is underway.
Great placement to start. Put it right bottom corner.
Second on its way. Low, and it'll be a hit.
The thing was pulled hard. He's running 2. He's going. Will he stop 2?
Second.
I think he's going to stop 2. There we go. That thing touched the fence.
Yeah, I mean, it was a deep hit considering, I mean, it's kind of a low ball, low swing.
Well, first batter you see in your home field, not the best way to start. But
no, Heaton with a double hit. Now, up to bat, Rabe.
Blue zone's a little big to start, huh?
Yeah.
That looked a little outside. I'm not going to lie there.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was inside. Second.
Oh.
Narrowly missed his head. Went right over. And that'll be the first point of the game.
That'll be a little stand-up RBI for him. Good way to start. Put that thing right back up the middle.
It was a heater, too. I mean,
yeah.
Heat-seeking missile-esque.
He's able to get his
Ripped
team off
it right
the jump.
outfield. So already 2 hits. Rabe on first. And pop up.
Left fielder's running for it.
Speeding to it.
They're going to call it safe. Oh, the runners are confused. They're going to get out at second. Kind of hard to see from your guys' vantage point, but the left fielder it's super gloomy out, kind of hard to see. He missed it, didn't catch it. And the batter on first thought that it was a catch, went back to first to tag up.
I mean, he narrowly missed it, though.
Yeah.
It was one of those where, like, he slid and everything to try and grab it, but
bunch of miscommunication by the Eagles to start. One thing here, we got the Golden Eagles versus the Eagles.
I know, interesting matchup, right?
Yeah.
Double Eagles. Mason, do you want to discuss your keys?
Well, we can jump into those. We started a little late. We were having some problems getting going. But we'll be back here soon. I mean, we are here. I don't know. Let's hop into the keys here. The first one's battling counts. I mean, early in the season, Frederick's got to, at the plate, they got to force Thompson Valley pitchers just to pitch deep. That'll be high and inside.
Took the words right from my mouth.
But they just got the battle counts. Make pitchers throw a lot of pitches here early in the season. Get that arm tired.
Low ball. Kissinger, that'll be in the dirt.
Anyways, The other thing I had was key elements. Just basically getting back to the fundamentals. Kind of early in the seasons for some of these boys who didn't play throughout the winter. Just kind of getting back into it, getting the arm going, just sticking to the fundamentals.
And, I mean, for some of these pitchers, a lot of them haven't seen the field in a hot minute, right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those where, like you said, going back to the fundamentals, going back to the basics. Kissinger.
He'll sneak that one in there for him.
Solid. Solid pitching from Kissinger. He was a little shaky early on.
Very much so.
Kissinger.
Fouled right off
Gets
the
him
bottom.
swinging.
Yeah, right off the bottom of the bat. That'll shoot right down. Should be full count here, I believe. Ump's not very vocal.
No, kind of quiet. Hard to hear from over
2-2?
here. So 2-2 count. So not full count quite
No,
yet,
no,
but.
I'm jumping the gun. Woo-hoo! Send him packing.
And, hey, forget full count.
He doesn't need that.
No, he doesn't. So that'll be an early swing and a miss. And then followed by a beautiful changeup sliding right into the box. As once again, another hit. An easy 3 outs, though.
Frederick was able to get out of that inning without too much damage.
I was about to say, you know, a point or two, right, a run or two.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect you entirely. Granted, you know, their last game, that was an extremely high-scoring game. I was talking about that pregame, actually. They lost narrowly by 1. It was a 10-11 game.
I mean, if you can score 10 runs.
10 runs, I mean.
You should be able
you're
to win.
You're hitting pretty solid,
yeah,
right?
You should be able to win good amount of games. Such unlucky to come out with.
I know. That's got to be unfortunate, right? You battle through an entire game, and that's got to be a long game, too, so.
Going back to the keys here, my last one was just finding your role. New team. Some of these guys haven't played with each other before. Brand new year. Just on the team, you got to find your role, know your spot. You might be the bench guy. You might be Mr. Rile everyone up, or you might be Swing City and put 10 over the fence this year. All about finding your role and how to execute
your
well.
Dynamic, yeah.
Yeah. I think Nate Rapp will lead us off. He's a lefty.
Yeah. Balk on the mound too, so.
It's kind of weird calling these early games. I was calling soccer last Thursday, and you have no stats on these guys.
I know a lot of them, because I mean it's just so fresh in the season that even if you were to compare it to you know, last year's stats or something of the sort, a lot of them are fresh players, like you said. So.
Well, yeah, you could get a guy that's in the weight room all winter and completely change man.
That changes the complexion a little bit.
False alarm. Nate Rapp will go second to bat.
Yep.
Oh, apologize for that. See what kind of start Frederick can get out here, too.
Agreed. Just based off of how bold the swinging was for Thompson Valley, Frederick, you're going to have to kind of respond the exact same way.
Watching these warm-ups here, this guy, pitcher does throw in the dirt a bit.
I was about to say, he throws low balls. He has a tendency to do that. Clapp just sort of narrowly dodged it.
Making this catcher work back here.
I know some of them are a little wild.
A little bit.
Clapp. He hasn't caught him swinging yet.
Yeah,
He stayed pretty grounded. Balk. Low. In the dirt. Yeah, that's a tendency. Just watching him even during warm-ups, he was pitching pretty low.
Maybe he's got to find his groove here. He's
I was about to say, you've only played 2 games,
yeah.
so.
It's coming off the hand a little funky. He's got to find his groove here. He'll throw his meatball down in the middle, get the confidence going a little bit. We can see off to the left, coach giving Nate some little tip here.
Once again, solid swing, but that'll just be an easy out. The good thing is early on is Frederick is making contact, which is one of the biggest pieces that, you know, you see some of these baseball games, they're lacking. You'll see these games where it's extremely low scoring. The potential of scoring is extremely minimal. And so to get early hits, to get something working, you know, clearly it's working. It's just a matter of ball placement. And
For real. Ooh.
Don't know if I agree with.
Zump zone might be a little funky to start.
Yeah, I
here.
mean, it looked outside. Granted, we are not the umpire, so. Swings. Wrap, early swing.
Counts 1-1 now. That first one was a ball.
I was about to say, if he hadn't called it a ball,
Yeah,
it would
he
have
had a
been.
little weird hand motion, pushing it outside. Let's see them adjust in here.
Bulk.
Whoa.
High ball, way outside of the zone. Didn't land anywhere near it. Don't know if he was going for like a change-up, trying to catch him.
You get something coming, like spinning downwards in. Not sure there. I mean, it's his second batter of the day, too.
Yeah, Belk straight down the middle. But that'll just pop up.
That thing popped out 200
Yeah.
feet in the air. That thing
know.
shot out of here.
Heads up. Wrap. Just got to settle down. Good contact, though, so far. And swings once again. That'll just fly up. And fly ball, but it'll land.
lost
Nobody was able to track it down. As Mason said, they just lost it. And the overcast skies, I feel like they play a bigger role than what people give it credit. You look at the
starting to believe
sky,
that.
and I mean, if it's the same like gloomy gray white complexion that the ball is, you know, you kind of get lost.
Complexion's a great word.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Baseball just brings out the wordsmith in someone. Bulk. And tried to go for a little bunt, but
Yeah, this thing, it shot right off the top of the bat.
So Lefevre.
Dom's got some swagger to him.
Yeah, I remember watching him whenever we broadcasted last season and a few of their games. I mean, he's a tough competitor as Rapp.
He'll
Balk
get
saw him
checked
off
on.
the Balk saw him off the base, and
Well, Rap took off. It was supposed to be a bunt and steal. Just checking on Rap. See where he's going.
the bunt piece didn't work quite
Yeah.
as well, but
Ooh, that caught him. That caught him in the no-no square.
yeah, no, not a pleasant experience. Coach going and talking to him. It's got to be a little rattling. I mean, you think about it, like especially early on. So with the brief pause, like I was saying, they're making contact. You know, you have Rap on first. You don't necessarily have anything else going for you at the moment. But, I mean, you're looking at a relatively clean slate right now. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're running on first, one out.
with one out, you can kind of work
Yeah.
around some stuff,
And
right?
we-
You have a little bit of freedom.
We saw that with the attempted bunt and run.
Mm-hmm.
The run, no bunt.
Which, if it would have worked, it would have been
Yeah.
cool starting off early, as Lefevre's still trying to recover.
That one's got to sting a bit.
No kidding.
I love that out of the crowd. You hit a home run, you can walk.
Then you don't have to worry about anything,
Yeah.
right?
Here we go.
As here he goes back to the plate. And with the positive reinforcement from the crowd, Lefevre will make his way back on. And if he does hit that home run, Outside.
Ooh.
Oh, that's.
Ooh.
I swear that was outside.
The pitch had some decent movement to it.
It did.
The fever.
Could have changed up, but I mean, it was hard to tell. I feel like the box is like gradually getting wider though. As this game's
Almost a
going
little
on.
bit, yeah. 2 outs. Let's see.
As
Let's
now
see what we have
Satterley
here.
up to bat. So now with 2 outs, you have to be a little bit more careful, but scratch that, Satterley rips it.
Whoa.
And a little bit of mishandlement with the ball, as now runner on first and second. Looking to
Bryson,
fill the bases. Satterley has quite the arm on him. I mean, if you're talking like someone where you need to just rip it outfield, like he's the threat to keep an eye out for.
we'll see a pinch runner come on here for Bryson. He's the catcher. I mean, he's a veteran on this team. He's been out here at least 3 years. When I was playing, he's a senior as well as I am, and playing freshman year,
Jorgensen,
he was out here too. See, he'll get replaced by Dane Jorgensen. Pretty sure Dane drives a motorcycle. little
Fun fact.
Yeah.
As rips it.
Nate's getting the green light going home. We might see something. Oh,
Not yet.
no.
That was a good call, though, to stay back because it was one of those where, you know, Thompson Valley was on par with their communication with one another. We saw the
Yeah.
mishandlement on the previous play, which kind of caused them to bobble the ball and what could have been the potential of, like, perhaps another run or steal or something of the sorts. But instead, they were on it this time, which, you know, props to the Eagles. But the Golden Eagles need to tack up something. So, especially with 2 outs, right, you have to be careful.
Bases loaded, 2 out. This is what moments are made of right here.
As no pressure.
Yeah,
That'll
no
land
pressure at all here.
outside. Case up to bat. Cody Case, he's a junior.
Case just looking to put one in play here.
I was about to say, even if it's something shallow, right? Even if it's something, you don't even have to rip it in the outfield, just, or you can walk,
Yeah.
quite frankly, at this rate.
Gets the walk. Pitcher chucks one way out of the hand, and we can move runners that way too.
Balk is still throwing really low.
Could still be trying to find himself here.
Balk.
Ooh. I thought Case was going to turn on that. That looked like a meatball down the middle.
I know. I thought the contact looked crisp. I mean,
2-1 here.
it's okay, though. The fact that he kind of drew back, he saw something maybe he didn't necessarily like. It was one of those where it could have switched up on him.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Oh. Yeah, what a bobble. Thank the second or shortstop. Thank you, man.
Middle of the outfield and the shortstop, they're struggling over there. We've seen a few times where there's been the mishandlement of the ball, and that'll lead to Frederick scoring.
Case got his RBI. That's exactly what he needed.
Exactly.
Tie this ball game up.
So, full bases still. As Holmes is batting.
Holmes had a great eye there. I would have swung out of the shoes for that pitch, but ended up being a ball.
Maybe that's why he's out there.
Yeah.
We're
That's why
over
I'm-
here. That's why you play hockey. It's okay.
That one touched right at the bottom of the strike zone, coming in right around the knees. Push that to 1-1.
So Holmes, good eye so far. Didn't swing. Good eye.
Going back to my keys just to start, we're making, I said battling counts. We're making the pitchers work here. I mean, ducks on the pond, they're loaded.
Mm-hmm.
We're pushing counts here.
Balk, high ball. That'll be a 1-3 count. So this could be a
3-1.
walk. 3-1. 3-1.
Let's see. I believe in Holmes here. Going yard. Woohoo! There we
And that'll
go.
be a walk. It was kind of easy to predict, though, because he was just, it was weird. Like, I don't know, the pitcher's just not in his groove right now. I don't know if.
He's not locating well.
No.
He's got decent spin and decent velo coming off.
And if your coach, honestly, right now, if you're the coach for Thompson Valley, do you kind of give him a moment? Do you go and meet him over on the mound and just be like, hey, listen, you got to settle down? Because even though it's early on, right, and you don't necessarily want to, stress him out in any way, he's letting some of these slides.
I think if he lets another batter through,
he'll probably go and talk to him on the mound.
Get a little cool down talk. Maybe that's even just the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Kissinger will watch one slide right around the knees.
Kissinger, though, dual threat early on. We saw him pitching earlier, so hopefully he can make contact. Saw something he liked.
Oh, what a tough break.
And my goodness. What a way to make something out of nothing right whenever it seemed impossible.
We called it. We'll get a pitching discussion.
Yeah, they're going to conference at the mound.
What a first inning out of Frederick.
I know.
We're kind of turning not a whole lot into something major.
I know, that whole something out of nothing mentality. I kind of like that because, Frederick, early on, it was one of those where, like, you're already sitting at 2 outs, and
the 2-out rally, they're going here.
And it was a little stressful because it was one of those where, it was 1-1. You're looking at that 2 outs, and you're like, can you really make something happen?
Mm-hmm.
And, now it's 4-1. So gradually, the pacing is starting to switch. And you're still stuck within the first inning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What is that?
These boys are just trying to go bad again. Trying to see the ball come in.
The chances of that happening, though, right now are kind of lessening as
Lefevre will step up to the dish here. I wonder if we'll see a little back off in the velo now that he's a little timid. Didn't really appear so.
No.
Good placement on the pitch,
I know. He calmed down, you could tell. He looked a lot more sure in his pitch. Bulk. Interestingly enough, Lefevre, you saw his brother earlier, Dom, but Isaac's swinging up right now. He's starting for Varsity, and he's only a sophomore, so that's big news for him. Lots of potential for him, especially just being that sophomore, as it's a pop-up way up high. And he doesn't lose it, tracks it down.
Yeah, get the squeeze on that. We apologize for the scoreboard. We have it 4-1 Thompson Valley. We'll get that updated. Well,
for all you Frederick fans that were a little confused.
Yeah, the boys are in white tonight. We're not. I don't know. So we'll see the boys take the field again. Get loose. We'll step aside. Still be here for the start of the second inning. Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Start of the second here. Still getting loose on the field.
Kissinger back on the mound. He was pitching extremely well. So
if Pitchinger can get out of here in less than 20 pitches, he's set himself up very well.
Yes.
I mean, I'd love to see a little 9-pitch inning, but
don't know about that.
No, we'll see how that goes.
So 4-1, not Thompson Valley. We are winning.
There we go. We're up to date.
Awesome.
You guys may or may not notice, but we're trying out something different here.
Yes, we are.
New graphic stuff and
which I think the graphics look awesome.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it just boosts what
see what we're
the
trying to
broadcast
do.
network is, but
But, yeah.
With that comes
trying.
technical
Yeah.
difficulties, of course. I do love the personality of their bats, though, so far. I mean, looking at a few, Harding.
I'd never noticed that.
Number yeah, I mean, bright pink and blue.
That thing's shining.
It really is. And Maki over, who's second to swing. He's got an orange bat.
That was a strike. Great placement.
Yeah,
I
no
think
kidding.
Slid
Maybe you will wish the 9-pitch inning in a, in
Yeah.
a place as Kissinger winds up.
Oh, that was exact same spot. If I'm a normal fan, I'm yelling at the umpire right there.
But you're not. So.
No.
Kissinger. Once again. Reels back. And delivers one. Looked inside the box to me.
I feel like Kissinger's trying to paint corners here, and he's getting
Yeah,
close, but
he is.
some aren't landing.
Yeah. Some of them are just like timidly outside, which is frustrating if you're a pitcher.
2-2 will move. First, both strikes were in the exact same location, same pitch, same delivery.
So 2-2, solid start so far. I mean, I believe it's a full count now.
Yeah, I think move 3-2.
So 3-2. We'll see if he catches him swinging or not. And doesn't. That'll be a walk.
He didn't give a single hack at it.
No,
He just watched
he
it.
really didn't.
Not bad approach, to be honest.
But this is the problem, though. It's one of those where if you don't want to get inside your head, right, if you're the pitcher of, like, you know, you're letting them pretty much have these walks. And
Yeah.
so, granted, he had a little bit of, like, you know, it was a full count, so it wasn't just he was throwing balls. But whenever it does come down to it, I mean, you did give him the walk. So you can't afford to give another person a walk either, as Maki now with the infamous orange bat. Now up 2 bat. Kissinger. Scans.
He could turn 2 here. And they're going to settle for 1.
Almost got 2. Saw
Yeah, base runner in second popped off a bit.
yeah, saw Harding. He kind of slipped up. Thought he could maybe go for a second, but smart of him to stay.
Interesting. The scoreboard still says it's the first inning.
I know it's the second now. It's top of the second, so.
Oh,
As
that's a wood bat. That thing's shattering in 2.
yeah, no kidding.
Hit him right on the hands. Right near the hands. Didn't hit him on the hands, but
Thankfully, I mean, we've already had subtle injuries this game, so. Balliot doesn't swing. They've kind of calmed down with their swinging early on. I mean,
yeah, they were taking
top
some
of the first
monster
inning, they were
hacks.
like, didn't matter what they saw. If they saw the look, they were going to take it. And so far, they've calmed down. Top of the second, so Kissinger outside. That'll be a ball. Kissinger keeping an eye on
Yeah, the runner
Harding.
in
That was
second
smart.
got a little
He got a little
far back there.
too far ahead. Kissinger trying to put him back in his place. Didn't like how much leverage he had.
Ooh, just blew the doors off of him there.
So nasty pitching from Kissinger as he catches him swinging. Pretty much lacking, though. I wouldn't even.
He was just late on that.
Yeah. And rips it. That'll be a foul ball, though.
Late on that swing. If Kissinger can pump some gas by him,
Mm-hmm.
he should get him here. Still sitting at 2-2.
Seen a lot of that. A lot of 2-2 counts.
Runner going.
And heads up, pop up.
That landed behind Thompson Valley's dugout.
Case, though, he was on top of it, just making sure that it wouldn't land anywhere where they could possibly take advantage of it. Balliet still hasn't really been able to secure a decent hit. I mean, most of his hits have been pretty late, significantly so. I mean, he's making contact, but the hits have been late.
Kissinger's kind of got him set up here. He's shown him good chunk of pitches. He can kind of place the ball anywhere. Try to deceive here. Runner on second, still testing his luck back there. He's got a big lead.
And
very smart play by the shortstop. I can't see who that is.
And very, very lucky that
Yes.
he didn't run for it. I mean, he had potential. Clearly, if he had the fast break, he might have been able to make it. But especially, I mean, they only have one out, so.
Full count. What will Kissinger throw here?
And throws it in the dirt. It's not quite the throw we were looking for.
Not really.
So that'll be 2 runners that he sent on a base now in this inning alone.
The Eagles have battled at the dish. Thompson Valley Eagles.
Yes.
They've made Kissinger throw. I mean, exactly what Frederick should be doing to Thompson Valley. Get their pitcher tired, make him throw.
So Cronin up to bat. They got 1 runner on first and 1 runner on third. Not quite full bases, but
See if Frederick can turn 2 here. Ooh, some trickery out of Frederick.
and I was about to say good trepidation to not just like throw it out of angst and stuff and just being antsy. So
well, they kind of set that up. Bryson, you saw before the batter came up. They knew that bunt and run was coming. The second baseman cut it off, hoping that the runner on third would go for home.
They held him, though, so that's half the battle.
Think about it.
Kissinger reels back. So.
Can Kissinger shut him down here?
And still 1 out. So they're sitting with a little bit of leniency still. I mean, 1 out, top of the second. You got plenty of time. Hypothetically. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Why did he swing at that? From my vantage point, that looks like he's going to hit him. I don't know.
And swings through that one.
Yeah, I mean.
Somehow, he made contact. He's still in.
He's still got some life here.
Still got some juice left in him. 1-2 count. And Kissinger sends a heater right down the middle of the box. Slipped a little to the left, but my goodness.
Yeah, it's some nice rotation
that was
on
a missile. Yeah.
Just caught him swinging. Send him home packing.
So now 2 outs. So now they're in a bit more of a predicament for sure.
Yeah, just go to first here.
Yeah, you hold him.
Kissinger seems, as the inning's going on, his arm slot release angle is kind of dropping. He's almost more like a sidearm now. Maybe it's just that one pitch he throws. Just try to get some more spin on it. But
Kissinger, a little too much spin.
Yeah.
Went for a changeup. Didn't quite pay off the way he wanted it to.
I say that, and then that pitch was, he had a nice vertical arm slot.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's high school baseball.
Kissinger. Reels back, almost hits him. So Heaton almost gets bonked. So 3 balls.
3 balls,
No strikes.
No strikes.
Not a great count to be looking at.
Might be an auto take here. Let's see if Kitchener. Yes, he can.
So able to make it 3-1.
Starting to battle back here. Let's see if he can.
Which that's what we were worried about, is the whole idea of like if you're only throwing balls, right, and then you start to enter like the territory of like, okay, it's a little dangerous. You're walking them, especially you got one on third, you got one on second. So as that'll be a full count now, 3-2. So he's battled back to make it this full count. Impressive. 2 strikes in a row, hoping for a third, especially to end out this inning without.
Probably hoping just for a rollover here. Oh, just blows the doors off him.
My goodness. He steamrolled him on that pitch. So Kissinger, very solid performance early on. 4-1, still the score.
That's impressive.
And
I mean, you go down 3-0.
Yep.
3-0 in the count, 3 strikes.
Now, bottom of the second, and you have so much time, right? I mean, you have so much time left in this game.
See what Frederick can put together here. See what they can get going.
So Balk still on the mound. Which, I mean, no surprise. It's one of those where you do want to give him as much.
You got to, I mean, early on in the season, you can't be switching up pitchers that quick.
You can't.
You got to give him some reps there.
But granted, his reps haven't been the most solid early on, and we've kind of seen him struggle. And they went on that 2-out, just absolute like streak, where it was 3 runs and
yeah, they did get 3 runs out of it.
3 runs on 2 outs, which mostly I feel like it was miscommunication and mishandlement with the ball.
Errors by Thompson Valley,
which is not what they need.
Oh my, their catcher's got a cannon. You just put that thing right on the bag.
Well, I guess you kind of have to have somewhat of an arm to
Yeah.
play baseball. Somewhat. As now cycling
We'll see Alex Clapp pop
back
up
through,
here.
cycling back through the starting lineup as Clapp. I find it interesting now. I keep staring at their bats now instead of almost hits him.
That was way inside. Watching his warm up, he definitely favored the right side of the
He
plate.
did. I don't think I ever saw him swing his pitch out left, which was interesting. As almost lethal for the catcher. So now
2-0.
Yep, 2-0. 2-0 count, Balk. Hoping for a moment of retribution. That'll bring it to 3 balls, no strikes.
You've got the fancy words out today. Retribution?
What can I say? Balk. And first strike for him.
Clapp got the auto take there. Didn't even give it a thought of swinging.
I mean, I don't blame him. It's one of those where if he just threw 3 balls in a row, might as well bank on the 4th being a ball. So, and not.
That was well placed.
Yeah, that was extremely well placed. Not sure why Clapp didn't at least attempt the swing. It does kind of come down to like, you know, even if you don't like the look, sometimes you just got to take it.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a perfect look ever. And that proves it right there. Clapp early out. So first out as Rapp.
Clapp really didn't get a good opportunity there.
No, he really didn't. I mean, it was short. Not really short and sweet, so.
Yeah.
And finally, they updated the innings, so now it's his
there we go.
second inning as we're in the bottom of the second. So Rapp. And they can't toil over the fact that there is 1 out to begin with, right? You got 1 on, 1 out, and so it's like, I don't know. With your first 1 out, I feel like that kind of impacts your players and
I see what you're saying.
impacts your second. Yeah, don't worry. I wasn't just I wasn't just talking gibberish, but I feel like it gets into your head, especially for wrapping up to bat right after the first, and so you kind of have to don't let the first get to you.
Ooh. Call that a strike.
2-1 count. Interesting decision to not call that a ball. Bulk winds up and wrapped. Saw something he liked. That'll
Everything's on
swing
a
way
rope.
out. And that'll probably bump into the fence. That is a deep, deep hit. Sends it flying to the outfield. And he's got the leverage.
He's got himself a stand-up triple.
My goodness.
With
So
ease.
Rapp, that was, I mean, he made it look extremely easy.
He put that thing on a rope.
And he's fast, too. I mean,
Yeah,
he was
is.
cutting corners, clipping them, so. Just airing out dirty laundry at this point. They're already up by 3, so.
I've never heard that quote. What?
Really?
Air out dirty laundry.
You've never heard that one.
Never.
Well, there's a new one to add to your vocab. As their hitting is on par now. We saw them kind of struggle, right? Clapp was the beginning of the bottom of the second inning, and
Lefevre will get himself a nice RBI there.
as now it's 50 to 1.
Yeah, the scoreboard's got it 50 to 1.
We're winning by quite a bit, apparently. So, scoreboard error.
I'm surprised the scoreboards go up to 50.
I know.
I guess it's probably an 8-8. You can put whatever, but 50.
So, as of right now, it's now 51 to 1. So, it's just been a beating, apparently.
Ooh. You guys probably couldn't see that very well, but that popped up, and the first baseman gave a nice diving effort.
I was about to say, he didn't.
Barely missed it.
Barely made contact, honestly. Top of his glove brushed it, but I'm impressed with Frederick's batting as of, early on. They've batted
bat the
extremely
ball
well,
here.
yeah. I mean, Rapp with his triple, that was impressive as all get. It's not every day you see a triple, so.
No.
So Satterley, early on, he ripped one in the outfield, so wouldn't be surprised if we see that happen again.
Yeah.
He's a strong hitter. I mean, like, you watch him.
He's been a little late to the fastball, though.
Mm-hmm.
His one hit was to the right field.
Balk.
Sounds like you're saying balk, like every time.
Balk.
Balk. Like the pitcher's just got crazy airs going on.
Here, Balk.
Balk. How do they spell it online?
B-A-L-K-E. So there's an E.
Okay,
so.
okay.
And
Ooh.
Balk.
Puts it up in his giblets.
Yeah, Satterley didn't like the look of that.
Giblets as in teeth. What are you thinking?
So 2-2. Good look. Didn't like the look of that at all. Way in the dirt.
Making bulk. Pitch more pitches. You see how funky it sounds
It
when I
does
say
sound
it?
funky. So full count. What can he make of it? Will he actually come down with it? That's the real question. And he does.
Popped right out, right in front of the...
Good hustle that time, finally.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier we saw him make that error. It could have been way worse.
The first baseman caught it right in front of their own dugout. And Lefevre recognized, got back to his base in time.
Good to see him.
No extra
okay.
damage. Yeah. After his traumatic injury in the first.
Yeah. So 5-1. Now the score. 2 outs, though, so we might be looking at top of the third here shortly.
The umpire seems to favor the left and bottom side of the plate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't got a great look because the catcher's right there. but
Yeah.
We have like the same vantage point as you guys do.
Bulk.
Runner going. Fouled off.
And Lefevre was going to take it, though. He didn't care. So still the looming threat of 2 outs kind of eating away at Frederick. Got to be cognizant of that.
Rosine looking to put one deep.
So Logan will swing through that.
That'll foul back into Thompson Valley's bullpen. Way off down to the right.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Not exactly the count that Rosine wants.
Not the count that he'd want, but he doesn't get to be picky. He just gets to swing.
Nope, exactly. It's a good way to look at it. Can't be picky. Just got to swing as
The right fielder will
good
come
hustle.
almost all the way into center field.
I know. Good hustle, though, for the Eagles. We saw them kind of struggle with that communication piece early on. So they're making some progress. They're chugging along a little bit. Yeah. So 5-1 still the score. Frederick, your Golden Eagles up by 4. Top of the 3rd.
You were kind of saying earlier that Kissinger's a dual threat.
Yes.
He's a triple threat. Little backup quarterback.
Yeah.
We saw
Which is
him-
impressive, I mean,
Yeah.
considering the fact that obviously the more reps on both sides of the ball that you get, the better you are. So props to him. And then you play most of the ball game too, which
Yeah.
a lot of your baseball players you don't really get that honor. So
We'll see Coach Clapp come out. Coach Platt. Can't believe I said that. He's looking sharp in his outfit.
I know the fresh white pants.
Yeah.
It always makes me sad though whenever you're looking at teams that have like all white outfits. Like in Frederick's case, mostly white, right? And then you see them and they're breaking open the knees and stuff like that.
I thought you were about to say that. Breaking up like the Tide,
Oh.
the Tide laundry detergent, having to get the
It does
get the
wonders,
dirt
so.
out. Yeah. Shout out Tide.
Real sponsor us.
Just don't eat them.
I
Just
know.
don't eat the Tide Pods.
Yeah, we're not starting a new fad, not a new challenge. Please don't start that back up again.
Did you ever compete?
No.
Okay. Dang.
I mean, I probably wouldn't be calling this if I did, so quite frankly.
Kissinger will throw one high and outside to start the 3rd.
And in Kissinger's case, you have the leniency of a 4-run difference. So your stress, obviously you want to minimize as much
Ooh.
damage as they're going to do.
That was close.
As, yeah, that could have swung either way. 2 balls, though, no strikes. As absolutely bangs it. Not sure. That'll stay in. Looked like it was almost going to fly out. It was.
I thought that might have left.
I know. I thought
It too hot.
I thought the left outfielder was just going to let it soar. I was like, you know, at that rate, do you really want to run for it? But yes, you do.
Nice thing about putting that to the left field is minimizes the opportunity to go to 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
He will
That's
be
the only
complacent with
upside.
2nd. Yeah, he pulls that to right field. Stand up. Triple
Yeah,
any day.
you might be gone at that rate. As Kissinger catches him swinging, heat-seeking missile on that pitch right down the middle.
Runner on second.
I was gonna say
Jumpy back there.
He's got to be careful because don't want to let any steals slide past him. He's keeping an eye, though. Runners.
Oh, they're going to get a balk out of Kissinger. That'll be a free bag. Count will stay 1-0, or 0-1, apologies.
So frustrating reality for Kissinger. He's got to be cognizant. And not sure why he swung at that.
This dude will
That was low and
swing it
outside,
in,
yeah.
and he'll give it a daddy hack at that. The vocab's just flying today.
The vocab is flying. Not like these balls for Thompson Valley, though. They're struggling, so. Right as I say that, though,
Yeah.
I jinx it. I'm telling you.
He'll make some nice contact and find himself an RBI single.
So they'll do a little damage here on Frederick's ego, making it 5-2. Angelon, though, quite the rip. Middle of the outfield, so. Runner on first. Thankfully, you don't have to look at any full bases yet, so.
Not yet. We're still chugging along here.
Oh, 1 the count. Kissinger trying to make it 0-2, makes it 1-1.
Wonder if that balk rattled Kissinger any.
I think it did. He
Any
looks a
bit.
little like shaky almost. Not to the point where it's like been a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
he's still pitching.
He's just got to
decently,
locate
but-
one here, and he'll be back. Ooh.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. And that'll make it 3-1. He's got to be careful here. As you said, I feel like that buck really like threw him off.
Yeah. Bryson's Saturday? No, not Saturday.
Satterley?
Saturday.
You were close.
He's been active.
One of them's a
back
day,
by.
the other's the
Yeah.
person. So, and great hustle in the outfield to track it down.
Be a nice routine fly ball back there. We might be in the funky bats part of the rotation.
I think we are. I think we're almost getting there. We've almost got Harding back up to bat. As of right now, though, we got Doherty, so stuck with a boring black bat.
Almost looks like a softball bat.
Yeah, it does.
Like pencil? Yeah, pencil thin.
Pencil thin. It does look kind of thin. It's a weird looking bat. Not like we're trying to diss on this bat.
Yeah.
but Kissinger checks first. Good scan. And that'll be.
That thing was a rocket right back at us.
So smacked it way, way late. Still made contact. I mean, just not great. Not great contact.
Not enough.
No. Especially sitting with 2 strikes now. No balls. Scratch that.
Yeah, Kissinger's kind of got some room here to play around, show me what he wants to show him, and hit that delivery pitch.
So 1-2 count. Like you said, he's got some breathing room, which is good. They're not quite snapping at his neck, so. Kissinger reels back. And that'll make it 2-2. Don't want to make it a full count, though, necessarily. Got to play around, but
I was about to say, this
still
got to
gotta
be
be
his
cautious.
execution pitch right here.
So Kissinger, can he make it happen?
Oh, see ya.
And my goodness, pulls the hood over his eyes. Didn't even swing.
That
Doherty.
Ball, yeah, the ball came out of the hand. Looked like he was going to smoke Doherty right in the back, but nope. Right over the plate, and he gets sent off just looking.
That was clean. I know we were talking about Kissinger being a little shaken up, but he's kind of recovered nicely.
Yes, he has.
So Harding back up to bat. Way outside. First ball.
We'll get time on the field. There we go. Surprised the runner at first just stayed put.
Yeah, haven't seen much movement. Like there's like the routine shuffle, but besides
Yeah,
that, haven't
he's
seen
just-
any
He's
attempts.
just
Or
there.
Granted, I mean, I don't blame him. You're sitting at 2 outs, so you don't
Yeah.
really want to make an unnecessary steal that could cost your team that inning. Kissinger winds up, throws it in the dirt, and that will be the opportunity of a lifetime.
That might have hit that runner.
It looked like it did, but
If it didn't hit him, that thing was shooting way out to the outfield. Works out.
and my goodness, from our vantage point, that looked like it smacked him like dead on.
He just took that.
That was
Maybe
bullet
it
type
didn't hit him,
accuracy.
or I don't know.
I mean, he's still on, so I guess Angelon stays on, but he'll bump to second. 3-1.
He'll get his free bag out of that.
And unfortunate outcome. So now 2 runners on bases. You don't want to fill this to 3. We saw what happened with Frederick whenever there was 3, so.
2 outs, something routine.
There's something about 2 outs. Kissinger winds.
That ball might be slipping out of Kissinger's hand a bit.
A little bit. I mean,
It's coming out a little high. Bryson noticed that, and he'll go have a word with him.
I was about to say. And it's still only the 3rd inning.
Yeah. It's a lovely day to be out here, though.
It is. It's very pretty out. So for those of you who don't have our beautiful canopy tent that they're sitting under, you know, I wouldn't be too mad about sitting out in the sun.
No, not at all.
Kissinger, still that ball coming off a little weird. That time not high necessarily, a little too low.
Looks like Bryson has a little struggle with his chest strap.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps coming undone.
Yeah, that's more of a personal dilemma.
Yeah. He can get like a zip tie or something and
Yeah.
get that going. 3-0.
So 3-0.
Oh, jeez.
This would make it full bases, which we know what happens there. And that will be a walk. And what a walk that is to load these bases up. Now it just comes down to what can Thompson Valley make out of this? And they're going to take a brief pause. Don't blame them. Meet on the mound.
Colin York will come out to check on Plessinger, see what's going on. Look at the whole team huddle here.
Don't blame him. Like you said, it's not necessarily like shakiness. It's just it's slipping out funny. And
You need to get some spider tack on that ball.
I know. Something to help.
Love to see a routine ground ball here, and we'll get out of this inning.
Exactly.
A little
At this
scare,
point,
but nothing extreme.
exactly. At this point, it's one of those where you just want to make it out of here without letting any of the runners. And if you're going to, let maybe one in. But anything beyond that, you might be looking at some problems. And that is a problem. Almost hit him, which would have been an automatic walk, so.
It looked like it was like so far behind him that it almost hit the bat.
Yeah. And I mean, he backed up and off of it, too.
There we go. He found his strike.
So 1-1. Still 5-2, the score. So Frederick still got a little bit of leniency, but not much here with. And that'll be an easy way to end.
Oh, man, that was a little scary.
That was a little terrifying, I'm not going to lie. You could feel it from over here. I mean, the tension was, you know, you could, yeah. We'll be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
Welcome back in.
To the Golden Eagle Broadcast
Yeah,
Network.
we're still here.
We're still here to provide you with this very entertaining
Elite coverage of Frederick baseball.
Exactly. So Balk, obviously still on the mound.
Here we go. It's very nice sitting back behind the plate.
I know.
You
I'm
got
not
a
mad
great
about
vantage
it.
point.
So now, Case up to bat. First strike, swings. First pitch, first strike. Can't be antsy with some of these swings. And way outside. Good look from Case. Didn't swing at it. That'll be 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good discipline out of him.
And rips it. I think that'll just be fouled out.
Yeah, I mean, it was catchable, but
Totally. But
too far and too fast for anyone to be anywhere near it.
so Case making contact, but 2 strikes. Scratch that, make that 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Case is not a fan of that outside pitch, and
No.
he's just going to keep taking it.
And he'll
I
foul it out
I
to
lost
keep
it
it
in
in.
the clouds.
I know. I didn't even see it fall.
Now you're the bat fan here. Does Case just have like a bare metal bat?
Maybe. I think so.
Looks like brushed aluminum. Ooh.
Oof.
I'll touch the outside part of the plate and send him home packing.
See a little bit of personality now in the bat. You got a blue bat. A little bit of something different. Yeah.
Umpire favoring that low side of the plate. We'll go 0-1.
We've kind of seen this favoritism, though. It's been a continuous trend. Balk. Lines up.
The pitch had the exact same location. He should have turned on that one.
So 2 strikes now.
Now, if you're Balk, you can throw it in the dirt, and you might get him to chase here.
Yep. Because you've thrown 2 of the same, and so. Thought he made contact, so he was going to stay in, but Holmes just not able to make any contact whatsoever. So with that, we're 2 outs into this.
Ooh, that'll sting him.
Yeah, that might not be the most pleasant.
Looks like he went right off that back ankle.
So Kissinger You don't necessarily want to have those feet injured either. That might be kind of a shame at the mound, as Bulk, low ball, wind up in the dirt.
That thing spiked like 4 feet before the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, though, so this might be scoreless top of the inning. Bottom of the inning. Bottom of the 3rd, excuse me.
Game slowly moving on.
Very, very slowly chugging along.
Ooh. Ump zone is definitely a bit low that he doesn't
Agreed.
bring him up there.
So 2-2 count. Bulk winds up, high ball. 3-2, full count. We've been in this boat a few times, so.
Yeah. We've actually seen a lot of full counts today.
Yes, we have. It's been interesting.
Hopefully we can get a walk, get a hit, something on base.
And that'll be an easy walk. Could have seen that from a mile
Yeah.
away.
So we're keeping our streak alive of every inning there's a runner on.
Not a bad little streak to be on.
No,
I mean,
not bad at all.
So now Lefevre going to take a step onto the plate.
Coach York shouted out, it sounded like a number 5, changing their approach. Might be something here.
I was about to say, maybe just situational awareness of runner on first, and
He got picked. Oh, he got under the tag. Oh, baby.
well, that was an interesting look.
We'll take it.
I mean, I didn't think he made it out of there,
No,
quite frankly. I thought he got.
He took a freeze there on first. Had to, like, fully process
I
it,
know.
try to get back, and somehow
I think
did.
everybody did.
He's going to be
Lefevre.
on his toes for the rest of the night, though.
I don't blame him, quite frankly.
He'll get checked again. Not as close that time.
Yeah, Bulk.
The lead is diminishing off first base.
So yeah, slowly but surely. This game has kind of stayed knotted up about the same score-wise. 5-2.
Yeah, Frederick didn't
Frederick-
hop out to that early lead.
Mhm.
We'd have a real tight game here.
Lefevre.
Runner goes. He's going to get under that.
My goodness.
Boy, it's quick, too.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Fever's got some breathing room. And send it flying way, way up. But it'll land.
All these foul balls love to favor the first base line.
I know, they really do. Whole team went after that one.
Yeah. And everyone chasing after that thing. Two outs. If they can rally here and get an RBI, get 1 run in, be another very successful inning.
Exactly. We'll take any runs we can, so. With 2 outs, you can't be picky. And riding that line, but it'll just foul out.
That'll hop right to York. He can show off his prime again.
Exactly. What better way to do it than during an actual game?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well. 1-2 count. Lefevre. His breathing room kind of narrowing. Swings it.
That
Deep
fall?
hit, but that will not fall. So that'll bring us into the top of the 4th here in a minute.
See Frederick take the mound again. Logan Rosine now on the bump.
Now we're seeing Rosine Rosine, though, I mean, he has tons of prior experience. Not to say that Kissinger doesn't, but I mean, Kissinger, you're looking at a junior who maybe he's played, varsity for a little bit, but Rosine's had quite a bit of experience. I mean, being the senior he is. As we're going to go over to Allie Fullerton on the sideline. Allie.
Thanks, Carly. We're live from Frederick, where the Golden Eagles take on the Thompson Valley Eagles in a non-league showdown. Both teams are eager to build momentum early in the season, and with sunny 65-degree weather, it's a perfect day for baseball. The Golden Eagles coaches bring an uplifting energy, rallying their team toward a strong performance, while Thompson Valley's coaches look less pleased with his team's start. Meanwhile, both sides are keeping an eye on Preston's curveball, a pitch that could be a game changer today. Back up to you, Carly.
Thank you so much, Allie. As we were talking about Rosine, he's had prior experience on the mound, so not his first shot at this, nor his last.
I even played with him freshman year on C team.
Did you?
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
I mean, freshman year we were actually really good friends. Had science class together too.
Science class.
He was one of our like 4 pitchers that we'd rely on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's been playing for a while, that's for sure, and he has the skill set to prove it. So good to see him on the mound for a little bit. Obviously, good for Kissinger to get the reps he did.
Yeah, nice 3 innings to go, and
yeah.
I mean, it's still early in the season. You can't kill your guy already.
Nope, exactly.
I mean, Kissinger held him to 2 runs in 3 innings.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Pitching was decent too. Saw obviously quite a few full counts, but that was on both sides of the ball for both teams.
So that makes me wonder if Thompson Valley will throw out a new.
They might.
New one too.
Get some fresh meat back on the mound. So as already early on, rips it, trying to get the base hit, but Case able to save it narrowly. My goodness, didn't think he'd be able to secure it and snag it back on the base. So
Case had the full stretch out. He went all the way for
it. Yeah. As Carroll, he attempted.
So Rosine will get a 1 runner up and down in 1 pitch.
Exactly. So pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
Not a bad way to start. And catches him swinging early on. Already good start. 2 strikes, no balls.
Yeah, so far, Logan looks very hittable to these guys.
Agreed.
And they're swinging. I don't know if hittable is the word, but they like the pitches.
They do. They're very clean-cut pitches. Like, they're easy to read, but hard to distinguish how to hit, kind of a thing. And I feel like that's a skill set in itself. As now 2 outs already.
Yeah.
He's making clean work of
4
this.
pitches, 2 outs. Not too shabby.
Not too bad. I wouldn't be mad about that. As Rosine doesn't find the box this time.
They looked like he was shooting for a curveball.
A little bit,
Just
yeah.
didn't get the spin out of it.
Rabe kind of had to back off the plate. Looked a little scared. Rosine. Heater, but it's fouled. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Solid performance so far.
Yeah, and only at 6 pitches.
Yeah.
I wonder what he'll get out of this inning with.
Probably nothing too bad.
Hopefully not.
And
oh, my.
I don't quite know if he's going to be able to track that down, but he does.
That's routine.
What a beautiful job of securing the fly ball. As we'll be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Ziddell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Ziddell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Ziddell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Ziddell Realty.
And welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is Mason Shafronic. Mason, we're not seeing anybody new back on this mound.
No, ma'am.
We are not.
They're going to run this guy deep then.
They really are. I mean, Balk, we're, bottom of the fourth, so it's, you're pushing it a little bit. Not to say you can't handle it, but we've seen the consistency of lots of low in the ground.
Yeah, I'd love to know what his
balls.
pitch count's at. He might be in the 50s.
Somewhere close to that. I
Around
feel like
there,
he's
40s,
pitched quite a
50s.
bit. Especially because a lot of the time it's been full count.
Yeah,
which, I mean,
he's-
that's 5 in itself, so.
Frederick's made these counts run deep. Back to my keys.
Exactly. You called it
Oh,
ahead
yeah.
of time.
That's exactly what we need to do. See how Balk can force this inning to be. Another missile out of the catcher there in warm-ups.
Yeah, you weren't kidding.
No, he puts that like right on the bag.
He's pretty impressive.
I wonder what year that kid is. He might have a commitment somewhere.
Yeah, he might have some type of career there. Back up. As Clapp back to the plate. Cycling back through. And first one deep, ends up in the softball area.
Frederick's lineup's been pretty efficient, like rolling
It
through.
has, yeah, no. They've done an excellent job of.
Is this Clapp's third time leading off an inning?
Yes. So he's had some solid consistency.
That's right, because that first inning they went full 9.
Yep.
And then second and third, they split their lineup, and here he is, start the fourth.
And catches him swinging. My goodness. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Clapp, last time he was at the plate, was it struck out? I believe he got struck out
Yes.
last time, yeah.
He had 3 balls, if I remember right, 3 balls, and then didn't get a great look. Ooh. I thought the
And
catcher caught that. I
yeah.
thought he was done, but he's still got some life.
Still got a little bit of juice left in him. 1
We-
ball, 2 strikes.
We broadcasted a game last year, and Clapp hit a bomb.
I think
he's
I
got some
remember
deep
that
power.
game. I think I remember that game. Way outside. Good look. So 2-2 count. Clapp settling in.
Clapp able to find the difference between discipline and and no.
Saw what he liked right there. Hustle. And they come down with it.
Second baseman able to get a routine pop fly.
So now Nate Rapp back at the plate. He's done pretty solid, honestly. We
He
saw him
is.
with the triple.
He's two for two tonight.
Yeah, he's had a solid start.
Oh, I thought that was 3 for 3.
I mean, that would have been if he had just swung a little bit sooner.
A little later.
A little later.
He got ahead of that one.
Yeah. 50-50. And that'll be low. Way in the dirt.
That almost buzzed his ankles.
I know. It's like one of those ankle biter dogs. Like one of like the like one of the chihuahuas or something. That's what it gave off. Bulk though, he's been consistent, I'm telling you, with these like just ground balls, which it's not a compliment to say,
No.
because I mean it's definitely been a struggle of his.
This catcher's putting in the work back here.
2-1. Bulk winds up, back in the dirt.
Nate's got a very disciplined approach. I don't know if that's the word, but like every ball that he swings at, he puts a lot of power into it. He's got some good contact. And they're going to call that a strike.
So full count now, 3-2.
Nate kind of pimped that a little bit.
A little bit.
Waiting for the umpire to call something outside here.
Don't blame him, though. Balk. Takes a deep breath.
Ooh.
And catches him swinging. My goodness, that was a nasty changeup, though.
Yeah, he just changed up Nate's timing and got him there.
So now 2 outs, but Dom Lefevre back up to bat. And he's an asset once you get him started. I think of last season whenever we were broadcasting some of these games. He's a hard hitter whenever it comes down to a look that he likes. Granted, you can be a little picky sometimes with what he swings at versus what he doesn't. But whenever you have someone who's solid at hitting like that, they don't really want to take their chances as much because it looks better on their record. So,
that'll be just routine. Yep. Dang it.
If you gave it a little bit more power, that thing would have been out of here. But we've seen that a lot, so.
Lefevre kind of knew it coming out of the bat.
He did.
He counted himself out a little early.
So 5-2, still stuck at the same score. We've been stuck at the same score for quite some time,
Since
a few
the bottom
innings.
Of the second, yeah.
So top of the 5th now. This game's starting to chug along now a little bit.
Getting there, getting going. Started to cool off a bit out here.
It is a little bit, and I mean, the sky's not getting much bluer, so
No, it
that
is
just
not.
that just adds to the misery of trying to track down a pop-up. So,
But as a player, you'd much rather this than
miserable,
105 just beating down on you.
Yeah, especially being from Texas, I sympathize with that. That's the joy of the Texas Rangers Stadium being, an indoor stadium. So even though it's like you're sweltering hot outside and
still have the sun there.
exactly. First time we saw Rosine at the mound, he was absolutely pretty much like perfection whenever it comes down to your ideal pitching.
8 pitches, and he got him out of the inning.
Pretty solid.
9 pitches. I can't remember.
It was 8 or 9.
Yeah, under 10.
Which is a very solid performance. You were talking about Kissinger, under 20. It's one of those where Rosine can get it under 10.
Yeah.
That's solid. That is a solid performance.
And hopefully Logan goes deep here into this game. He keeps up the performance he's been having.
Agreed.
Ooh, how is that not a strike?
Interesting look. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1-1. Rosine, low ball. So 2-1. Rosine, high ball.
He's kind of spreading his pitches out a little bit here.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of experimentation, which is interesting.
Another funky bat for you. Thing's bright.
Yeah, it really is, as that'll be a walk. So not quite the ideal thing that Rosine wanted, of course. Now we enter the stretch of boring bats before we get back to Harding.
I was just thinking about this bat, like freshman year, this was the bat to have.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's DeMarini something.
So it's the ideal bat then for,
Oh,
as my goodness, way, way, way out there. Secures it though, tracks it down.
Got himself a nice
It
pop
made it look
fly.
so easy, though. I mean, first hit, just pop it up.
I think that bat just has a lot of juice.
A lot of power behind
Yeah.
it, yeah.
That was all bat right there.
So here in a minute, we'll see the exciting bats, of course.
Oh, that's what you.
Well, priorities, come on.
Nice pitch there. Teasing
Doherty.
with the inside line.
Yeah.
He still has a runner on first. Give a healthy hack at that, but it looked like I almost hit him in the hands again. Favoring the inside in this matchup.
So 0-2. Now the count. Doherty hasn't seen much he likes. And
blew
that
the doors.
probably should have been different. Probably shouldn't have swung at that. I mean, that was outside, but
Blew the
catches
doors
are
off
swinging,
him.
yeah. Blow the Doherty off of him.
Jeez. Jeez. There's something. Oh, my.
We're going to have to clip this. Is now Harding.
Someone in the
Up
chat
to
clip
bat.
it.
Definitely. I was about to say, whoever's in the chat, please clip that. I know it was bad, but just clip it anyways. It's part of the amusement. It's funny the difference between watching Harding. I mean, he's like stretched out all over the plate, and Doherty. I mean, he's stiff with the
Yep.
bat like way up here, and the two of them have such a different approach. I mean, obviously with every single player, you're gonna have a
Everyone's
different
gonna have their own
approach, right? You have
style,
lefties,
yeah.
you have righties, you have people who hug the plate, you have people who don't. So
And it even comes down to, like, just body size.
Exactly.
If you know you can, like, stretch out to that far side of the plate,
mm-hmm.
you don't have to be so close.
Exactly.
And so, I mean,
Gives you a little bit more leniency to
Yeah.
hit what you want.
everyone's got their own approach.
1-1. That'll change. And Case on top of it.
First
Closes out the top.
sneak out of the inning.
Barely, I was about to say. As, after Case secures the inning for us, we'll be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hey, Kyle Michael here with Michael Real Estate and RE/MAX Momentum, and I'm here at my office in downtown Frederick, Colorado. As a Colorado native and a resident to Frederick over the last 8 years, we truly understand the entire Carbon Valley and Colorado market. With offices in Frederick, Brighton, and Westminster, I covered the entire Front Range area. I've served over 130 families from Alt to Monument to Deer Trail to Grand Lake. As a small business owner myself, I understand how much time and effort it takes to be successful, which is why I continue to support local businesses, schools, and nonprofits through our Sip and Support series, coat drives, and other events. I value hardworking individuals. It is my mission to continue giving back as much as I can. We would love to serve you or your family. Give us a call, 303-944-4191, and go Golden Eagles.
Welcome back in. Apologies for the black screen there for a second. We're just chatting back here.
Yapping away.
We give it perfect time. We're back. Miss no action.
Exactly. Bottom of the fifth now.
I mean, if you wanted to watch Thompson Valley warm up for the
Not that exciting.
start
Come
of the
on.
fifth,
Not
then
that
yeah,
exciting.
we apologize, but
Wrong kind of Eagle hype.
it is weird being double Eagle teams.
I
too.
know. It's weird. They're not really repping the Eagle, though. Like, they've got, like, black gear on, and, like, it's very interesting.
Well, yeah,
Satterley is.
the jersey says Eagle. I think that's about it. It's hard to tell though.
I know. It's not very, like, eagle-y.
Not very eagly.
I don't know how to describe, like, eagle-y jerseys, but not really black and yellow.
1-1. Good eye out of Bryce.
Gives more like that Wiz Khalifa song. Black and yellow, or whatever.
Black and yellow by Bodak or whatever. Oh,
Satterley rips one.
got himself a nice single there.
Solid hit. Not a shabby way to start the bottom of the 5th.
I'll take that any day.
Exactly.
He's going to get himself a pinch runner.
As Jorgensen going to step in once again for him. Sadly, though, he's got some wheels on him whenever you're watching him run.
He gives some hustle.
Yeah, he does.
I think it's just he's the catcher.
Exactly. I was about to say. Don't want to gas him out too much.
I got that a lot. I think Coach was saying I was slow, but
it's okay.
I believe
Don't take it to heart. Still got Balk on the mound.
Ooh, that was a nice pitch.
With Balk, I mean, it's really depending on the inning, quite frankly, on his performance.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that was the case, I feel like, with most pitchers in high school baseball. You don't really have that consistent piece, but
depends on what sunflower seed flavor you got in the dugout.
Exactly. Exactly. If you got the nacho flavor, like the.
He's got the dill pickle flavor. He's going now.
He's got the dill pickle flavor. I can see that. Dill pickle's actually not bad. No hate.
They're not the best though.
They're not great.
It's like
but
it's like the classic seed.
Classics are good. What do you mean?
You like classics?
Yes.
No. Oh.
Oh my goodness! As that one ripped. Middle of the outfield.
Nice single. Move everyone up one.
Still no outs either. So.
No, I was calling dill pickle a classic flavor though, not referencing classic. What's your go-to seed?
Ooh. Just give me a regular sunflower seed, honestly, like salted. Like I'm not picky.
Oh no.
What, really? I feel like that's the way to go. Like if
there's so many different flavors though.
Okay, what would you go then?
I mean, there's cracked pepper.
You'd go.
I was a big cracked pepper fan. I was a big barbecue fan.
Barbecue on sunflower seeds just sounds illegal, though.
Illegal.
I mean, I guess one could argue that with dill pickle, too. So.
We're getting our pitching change here.
Ah, finally. A little overdue.
Oh, man. When I was playing, there was oh, shoot. It was like a Taco Bell flavoring.
Taco Bell flavor?
They were actually really good, too. They're super spicy.
They sound like they would kill you.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Sounds like you'd be on the toilet for a while, but no, these things are amazing. So we're getting a big lineup change. Catcher's going off. He might be the one on the bump. I don't know. No, because someone else is warming up. Whoa, man.
That was wide.
First pitch, he
almost
chucks it by him.
I mean, hey, he's smiling at it, so he probably knew that was not ideal. Probably a little rusty, too.
Yeah. I mean, chucking the first one of the day.
It looks like that's Heaton now on the mound.
So the catcher will now run out to the outfield. Looks like he's playing right.
So definitely a big lineup switch.
Yeah, everyone's switching around here.
I mean, they're changing everything up. Granted, it might just be because they've only scored 2 runs.
Yeah,
and they've had potential for more. I mean, like, they had full bases loaded, but didn't capitalize on it whatsoever. So
that last pitch had some nice movement on it.
Yeah, it really did.
He looks
so
like
Heaton's starting to get into it a little bit.
He looks like he has a little more velo than bulk.
Bulk. It is kind of funny to say.
I wonder if I wonder if he has a nickname or something on the team. What do they call him?
Big Bulk.
Big Bulk. Call him Costco.
Bubba Bulk.
Big Bulk. Who's up to bat for Frederick here?
Looks like Case, perhaps. Maybe.
There's like 4 of them just standing here ready to go.
I know. I'm like, which one he's going? Come on. Pick one.
I think it's Case. Yeah, Case looks the most locked in. We just made eye contact. That was kind of weird. He knows the broadcast here. He's going to turn up.
Exactly. He knows the stakes.
If he hits a home run, he better pimp it.
I know.
It's 2 on. Case up to the dish.
So Heaton, curious to see what he can make happen. We saw him batting a few times too, so he's kind of pulling a Kissinger.
We'll see if he finds the low and out, or I guess low and inside part of the plate here that the umpire favors.
A little bit.
Low left. See if he can pick up on that. Here we go. Back to action.
Heaton, low. Pretty.
Pitcher might not have gone over signs.
Yeah. He looked a little confused. He
Yeah.
was like, are you sure?
Okay, get a refresh here. Okay. Let's see how this goes here.
All right, so we'll just scratch that first one. if you're for
Swipe it
Thompson
under
Valley.
the rug.
Exactly, never happened. I mean, it's not even showing up on
No,
the
not on the scoreboard.
So
Oh, man. Runners will go.
Jorgensen making moves.
They'll both be uncontested.
So Heaton, kind of a shaky little start. I mean, during warm-up, he looked all right, but part of that was the catcher's error, though, just not being able to grab it.
Yeah.
Bounced right off, looked like it's one of his knee pads, so. Now that was a solid pitch, but solid swing, too.
Case looking to go out and get one here.
Mm-hmm. He's swinging hard. He very clearly wants something out of this. 2-1.
Telling you, he saw the broadcast. He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. He locked eyes with you. Swings through it. 2-2.
If you get a nice RBI here, get the bases moving.
Especially with no outs. Knock on wood. And almost swung.
Saying he did not go. He's still got some life. Now we're now full. I thought he clearly went.
I thought so too. So full count.
Oh, and he draws a walk. Here we go.
Woo!
Bases
That was
loaded.
impressive too for him to read that on a full count. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, because that easily could have been a strikeout.
Yeah, it was kind of a borderline pitch there, and he read it and he was ready to go.
So Holmes now at the plate. Two back-to-back Codys. Cody Case, Cody Holmes. Commonality. First pitch was a ball. They're in a pretty solid position, though, right now. No outs, full bases.
Yeah.
Not too shabby of a
They can-
place to be in.
They can build off this. Ooh, strike one's called. That came right around the lettering on the jersey.
Still got a little bit of breathing room.
Frederick is in the bottom side of their lineup. If they can get it to roll over, and we see Clapp come back up, we see Rapp come back up.
I was about to say, some of your more lethal threats. And
That'll
pops
be
it up.
infield fly. So he will be retired.
First official out.
We'll see Kissinger pop back up. So that means Kissinger's in the field. I did not notice him, though.
Yeah.
It's hard because, I mean, they're all facing this way.
Yep.
With no numbers.
I know. It's one of the downsides of the jerseys being like that.
Yeah. Kissinger will take strike one. See if he can battle here.
That's why, even though I don't agree with the color scheme necessarily of Thompson Valley with the black and yellow, they do have the numbers embroidered on the front and back, which that's nice.
Makes it a little easier.
A little bit easier. But the white is clean, though, I do have to say,
Yeah.
for Frederick. The white is super clean.
I do like our jerseys. I don't know if I'm a fan of for Thompson Valley, the black top with yellow and then just white.
White pants. It's a weird combo.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, do black pants. But, I mean,
team-
granted, it's a little hot, especially during,
Yeah.
like,
The
you know.
team comped it out, made everyone buy your own pants. Oh, there.
Oof.
And they're going to turn 2 out of that. Line drive right to the second baseman. Flips over to second base, and we'll get the tag out.
My goodness.
Extremely unfortunate for Frederick.
Agreed. As we're going to go down to the sideline now with Allie Fullerton. Allie.
Thanks, Carly. The Golden Eagles are locked in, making solid contact at the plate and keeping the pressure on Thompson Valley. Meanwhile, we've seen a pitching change. Logan has taken the mound. So far, it's been an outstanding performance from the Golden Eagles, and it looks like they'll keep that momentum into the next innings. Back up to you, Carly.
Thank you so much, Allie, as we're back into the action, top of the 6th. So edging closer and closer to the end of this game.
See what kind of performance Rosine can throw up on the mound here.
Exactly. Still sitting at 5-2, so not much
Yeah, the
motion
scoring's
happening
kind of
here. Yeah,
settled down here.
It really has. I
Very
mean,
hot start.
quite a few people have left.
Kind of
Cleared out a little
cleared
bit.
out. That's the word. I was going to say filled out, but that
Filled
is
out.
opposite. C team has finished their practice behind us too.
As, my goodness, Hustle doesn't get it, though. Telling him go 3, go 3. He goes 2, though. Like you said, that's the downside of ripping it to the left instead of the right. That's the only downside, even though it was a
Very
deep
well hit, yeah. Left fielder dove for it, gave it everything he got.
He
but
really did.
that might be Kissinger. That is indeed not Kissinger.
It's okay. The thought process.
That's
was
Cody
there.
Holmes. Great pitch out of him. Oh, Kissinger's at second. I see the number 4.
You were close. Just a little off.
Just
One of them's in the
clear-
outfield.
Wrong side of the field. Ooh.
Ooh. Logan gets drilled.
Logan ate that right in the rib.
That's going to be solid bruising. That's going to hurt.
Yeah. And hopefully
And
that's
it was
all that
ripped
happens.
right to it, yeah. Yeah, going to have a little meeting on the mound, of course. Respectfully so.
That's scary.
Yeah,
That
a
ball
little
came
bit.
right back
I mean,
at
that
him.
was, yeah. It like ricocheted right off the bat,
Mhm.
so. Like I said, it's big word time.
Ricochet. I was just thinking that. He's going to keep.
So appears to
going
be
here.
okay. Maybe not okay, but
Yeah.
he's still going, so
In
he's
the
fighting
morning,
still.
he's gonna.
He's gonna feel that one, yeah.
Oh, he feels good. One pitch, he's ready to go.
My goodness, that's bold. So I'm grimacing a little bit, though. You know, a little bit of wince whenever he was winding up. So definitely gonna feel that one. But
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have that much ball game left to go, though. You battle it out.
If you can close this game out for Frederick, he'd be all-star in my book. At the rate we're going.
Exactly.
I don't want to say that too early.
Yeah, don't jinx it. That's
You're
a commonality
you're known
of mine.
for you.
I know.
Your announcer jinx.
It's a bad trait to have. Don't have it. 5-2 still. 1-0 the count. Make that 2-0 the count. Make that 3-0 the count.
3-0. All 3 pitches have been high.
Mm-hmm.
He might be feeling a little fatigue there.
A little bit. Quite frankly, I don't blame him, though. You
No.
get drilled in the ribs. It's not a great feeling. Especially because that's vital to be able to move around so fluently, yeah. His fluidity is very, like, lackluster at the moment, right? I mean, he's pretty,
Yeah.
as you put it, fatigued.
So 4 balls up high, straight, and we're going to see Colin York come out. And he's going to have his pitching change.
Don't blame him, though. It's one of those
No.
where, you know, you get drilled. Not a great feeling. And he's definitely feeling it, and you can tell. So
Emery Stanton came out of the dugout. He might be on the bump here. Or maybe some more shuffling.
a little bit more shuffling.
So Dom and Logan are going off. Dom's probably going to catch.
Probably.
No, Dom got his first baseman. Oh, jeez. Everyone's moving around. So Dom's going to go to first. Cody Case subbed out of first. Who knows where he goes?
I think they'll probably pop Stanton in, though.
Yes, I think Stan. On Max Preps, he's listed as a
He's listed
pitcher
as
and
a pitcher,
outfielder. I also played with Emery freshman
you?
year. Yeah.
Yeah, you just played with the whole game.
A lot of people looking at this roster. It's a lot of seniors.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
know.
seniors and a few juniors.
I was about to say, whenever I was looking at the roster, majority of them were seniors. If you go down the list, I mean, Satterley senior, Lefevre senior, Stanton senior, Rapp senior, Thompson senior, Holmes senior, Rosine senior, Clapp is a senior, and Jorgensen's also a senior. So it's pretty much your entire lineup. You're gonna have to start.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to start completely brand new next
In
season.
all freshman year. That's
Yeah.
we played with that, and then we had a few sophomores too. Some guys from last year, but
Granted, I mean, you do have some obviously up and coming potential. I mean, Dom's little brother Isaac. So
but Emery was not a pitcher on our team. He's
Really?
grown.
really,
Emery was like 4'11", like
4'11",
100 pounds soaking wet. This kid was tiny. And now
tiny, but
he's
now he's pitching on a mound. So
yeah, he's got
not too
he's-
shabby of a.
he had his freshman or his high school glow up. He grew a bit. Now he's chucking upper 90s.
Yeah,
I'd love to get a radar gun out here, see what these guys are.
that would
actually
be
throwing.
awesome. Yeah. This umpire seems extremely chill. I'm watching him weave back and forth. He's just chewing gum and doing whatever he wants.
It's early in the season. He's not fed up yet.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
Come July, he's
And
just
then it's like, all right, this is enough.
so with bases loaded, Emery will be able to go from the full. Ooh, great pitch to start.
Yeah, not a shabby way to start. I mean, with Rosine, it's unfortunate because, I mean, you're 2 games in. This is your 3rd, and
Yeah.
you get banged up, and who knows what that'll
What
do.
comes of it, yeah.
Mhm. Not to say it'll ruin your season indefinitely. That's definitely not going to happen. You
No.
got time. So But you might feel a little sore for a few games.
One thing we haven't said at all, next week this team's going to Arizona for a full week.
Which I believe we wanted to broadcast.
Yeah,
that
we were going
game,
to try to go out there with them.
but that did not.
Yeah.
That did not happen,
Not
unfortunately.
very efficient for us, so.
No. Would have been cool, though. Awesome
Very cool.
opportunity, yeah.
Things popped way up in the air. Should be an infield fly. And Clapp snagged it from him. Not Clapp. It's hard. Yeah, it was Clapp. Clapp's the shortstop.
There you go.
Once we come the last game of the season, we're going to have people down.
Yeah. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. It's okay. It's one of them, right?
Yeah. Getting an outfield adjustment. We're calling power out of this kid.
Stanton catches him swinging.
He swung out of the shoes right there.
It's already one out.
15 did have the double, though.
Yeah. I do remember that. So they do know his potential, that's for sure. That's why they're not.
Ooh. Stanton might have found the lenient outside edge.
I think so. I mean, he's playing it to his advantage. 0-2 the count, so. Low. Stanton.
Still coming out of the full. Send him packing.
That's a nasty way to start. That's a pretty good start. Reminds me of Logan's start a little bit, just like
Yeah.
the sheer like competitiveness that you can tell the two of them have.
Stanton's locked in. He's ready
He
to go.
really is, yeah. And he's taking his time too, which I think that's really the key for some of these moments. You know, this is a big moment. You have 3 on.
Oh, what
And
a
he
snag.
caught it. My goodness. If he hadn't have snagged it, that would have been, we probably would have been knotted up right about now. As we'll be right back here.
Great catch out of Clapp.
Yeah, no kidding.
He'll send
Clapp
us.
with the inning and probably game-saving catch. After that, we'll be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is no longer Mason Shafronic. He unfortunately had to leave. So y'all are just stuck with me, good or bad, whether or not you like it. Only a little bit left of this game to play, though. Bottom of the 6th. So Lefevre. Isaac this time. One of the people that we talked about with extreme levels of potential for these next few up-and-coming seasons, this one included. I mean, being only a sophomore, you have years of development to go, so not a shabby way to start. And you'll start with the bunt. That'll be an easy out. Isaac clearly frustrated. Don't blame him. As now we're cycling back through the lineup. Back at Clapp. Still 5-2 your score. And Clapp. Waiting for the windup, and that'll fall outside. Glad to see some fresh meat on the mound, too. Balk was struggling quite a bit. As Heaton Doherty able to snag the ball that tried to run amok. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Heaton winds up. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Clapp trying to steal his nerves. Clearly a bit antsy at the plate. Wanting to swing at something. Almost goes for it, but great look, not swinging at that. 3 balls, 1 strike. Plenty of potential to walk. And saw something he liked. Didn't quite get the swing on it. Full count, 3-2. And that'll be a walk. Clapp sensing it. Tosses the bat, and he'll be sent to first base. Now Nate Rapp getting another wrap at this. As Mason was saying earlier, they're doing a great job of cycling through their lineup. And majority of the time, Clapp started. Even though Isaac started this time, Clapp second. Not a bad way to start. Clapp has had a solid performance too, and so's Nate. Rapp. And Heaton saw that Clapp was getting a little bit of a lead off on first. Rapp waits for Heaton. Heaton high. Rapp didn't even swing at it. Great look. No strikes as of right now. Almost ziplined him in the face. Three balls and no strikes is the ideal look, and that will be another walk. Clearly happy about that, especially with 1 out, sitting in a great position right now. Lefevre gonna get another swing at it. Dom earlier on, glad to see that he's back from his injury earlier. Heaton. Direct shot. Somehow landed a little left of the box, but still inside. So great look from Heaton. That'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Lefevre didn't fall for it. Dom hoping to make something happen. Got a little bit of leniency with a 1-1 count. And Dom, Lefevre thought he got there. Clearly dumbfounded. Doesn't believe it. Still 5-2 the score. This game's starting to wind down a little bit. And Stanton had an outstanding performance. His first time on the mound of the game. He was absolutely lethal. Satterley heading back out to catch. Doesn't seem to be having much trouble with his chest anymore. No more strap issues. For Frederick, though, they've had 3 pitchers on in 6 innings, so obviously, though, Logan, kind of a little unfair to say that, you know, he was playing not at his peak or anything. I mean, kid got drilled, so probably was stayed in for longer. But now Stanton gets a swing at this whole pitching gig. Top of the 7th. 5-2 still. Doherty. And way high from Stanton. Stanton trying to get Hendrickson out. Satterley trying to track it down, and he will. Kept his eyes glued the entire time. 1 out now. Trying to make easy, clean work of this as Doherty now is up to the plate. About to cycle back through the lineup. Swings through it. First strike. 0-1 the count. And swings, makes contact. And my goodness, Lefevre able to pin him down before he makes it to the base. 2 outs now. And that'll be popped up, and that will be ball game. So with that, Frederick, solid performance, 5-2. Not an extremely high-scoring game, of course, but solid performance. Are we getting Allie for an interview? No? Okay. Like I was saying, solid performance, though, from Frederick, 5-2. Got up early and just stayed consistent, you know, only allowing 2 runs, even though there's plenty of potential most of the time, you know, for more runs to happen. Solid performance from Frederick. This will bring him to 2-1 early on in the season. As we're going to pop over to Allie Fullerton now for a hit. Allie.
Thanks, Carly. So amazing game out there today. Obviously, you're bar swinging. This is like your first game out, right?
No,
I've
you've
played
done
two
other games.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was like the energy in the dugout, and how did that help the game?
It was really good. We kept it really energetic throughout the whole game, which I think helped us win. So it was really good.
All right, thank you. You can go back.
Okay, nice.
Back up to you, Carly.
Thank you all for watching tonight's broadcast of your Varsity Boys baseball between the Eagles and the Golden Eagles has been brought to you by a talented crew of students here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been junior Carly Evans alongside the senior Mason Shafronic, who unfortunately had to leave. Our director tonight has been Austin Gibbs, and our senior technical producer, Mason Shafronic. And alongside Allie Fullerton for a sideline and Cole Stanton on camera. For everyone at FHS, I'm Carly Evans, and you've been watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.